Coach Rachel Robart, your health coach and business mentor, and Miss Penelope Rose here today. Say hi. Hey guys, so listen, I just got off of an interview with Sharon Blackwell in our private group, and we were chatting about the mom Pooch Belly. Listen up, ladies. Hey Dina, if you guys are tuning in live, please comment below and let me know where you guys are coming in from. While this little baby is eating her blueberries, I wanted to chat with you guys today. Like I said, we just got off of it, and hey Sharon, we just got off an interview with Sharon Blackwell, and we were talking about the mom Pooch Belly, right? The uncomfortable mom Pooch Belly that we all go through after having babies. So I want to talk about this a little bit today because after the interview, I really got to thinking, and it made me think about the last transformation that I went through, and specifically a moment that I went through. And it was a moment where I went back to buy some clothes after having Penelope. And if any of you guys, women, can relate that are hopping on here right now, drop a 1 in the comments. But it was after I had her, a few months after I had her, I went to go buy some new clothes, right? Let me give her another blueberry. I went to go buy some new clothes, and I remembered being in the dressing room, trying my outfit on, and looking at myself in the mirror and not recognizing myself. I remembered specifically what store it was. It was actually a store called Rhapsody. Like, it stands out so vividly in my mind. It wasn't that long ago. She's only she was born November 21st. So it wasn't that long ago, but this stood out so much in my mind because it really, it made me a little bit depressed. So I wanted to chat about this today, and hopefully she'll let me. So I'm in this dressing room. Let me paint a picture for you guys. I'm in this dressing room, and I'm trying on pants, and I'm trying on shirts, and I'm just trying to find something, right, to put on, basically, because I had just had a baby, and I had the mom Pooch Belly going on, and I had all the puff going on, and I just needed some clothes, right? After you have a baby, all the moms go through it. After you have a baby, there's a transition period there where you're completely uncomfortable because you still have that mom Pooch Belly going on. So I specifically remember this moment. I went to go buy some new clothes because I had lost, you know, I had just had the baby, and I needed some clothes to put on because I had just been pregnant, obviously, for 9 months. So all of my clothes were maternity clothes, which, as we know, aren't that cute, but are getting better. If you know what I'm talking about the maternity clothes, drop an M in the comments below, ladies. So I'm standing in this dressing room after having her, and I'm just trying to find a pair of pants, like anything. I just wanted some new outfits to put on. It didn't even have to be anything fancy. But I'm trying all this stuff on, and the music's playing in the store incredibly loud. And I'm like feeling good, but I look at myself in the mirror and I don't even recognize myself. And I literally started to cry in the dressing room. And I know there's got to be a lot of other women out there that have had this happen or have gone through this. If you have, put an I in the comments below and let me know that you can relate. But I specifically remember this moment because it stood out so much in my mind. So I'm standing in the dressing room, I'm trying these clothes on, I look in the mirror, and it's like I get angry because I don't recognize myself, and all I see is like the mom Pooch Belly, and my face looks incredibly bloated, and of course my boobies were out to like ginormica land because I was, you know, we just had a baby. And I just remember thinking, this isn't me. This is not me. I don't feel good. Like, this is not who I am. This is not how I feel. Yet my body, obviously, because I had a baby, looked incredibly different, but it wasn't how I felt inside. So I remember being so frustrated because I couldn't find any pants that fit, and it was just, here, you want your bagel? It was so frustrating that I left the store I put everything back on the rack. I didn't even find an outfit. But rewind a couple minutes in that dressing room. All of these emotions were going on in my mind, right? And I, as a coach and as a past personal trainer, I knew what I needed to do. I knew how to eat better. I knew what exercises to do. I'm a personal trainer. I've been a personal trainer for going on 16 years, okay? My point is in that moment, I felt like there was no solution. I felt like it was almost like, I know this may sound silly, but I felt like it was like the end of the world. Like I was like, oh my gosh, baby number 4, can I do this again? Can I go through another transformation myself? Can I have the courage to start another program? Do I really want to start working out again? Like, it was like all this stuff because I just had a new baby again, and all of that whole transition, right? Having more children, it's a lot more work to handle. And all I kept thinking was like, I'm gonna have to, lose this weight again, and can I do this again? Like, is this Pooch Belly gonna go away? Like, I've had 4 babies. I remember standing in the dressing room, and this is what happened. I was standing there, the music was on, and I pulled out my phone because I got so depressed for some reason. Yeah, I knew, and you guys, I knew that I just had a baby. So I was trying to be understanding of the process, obviously, right? I had just given birth to an incredible being. I had to allow myself patience, right? I had to say, you know what, this is part of the process, and be okay with that. But in that moment, I felt so gross that it was such a mind battle in this dressing room, and I will never forget the feeling. So I pulled out my phone and I literally started videotaping myself in the dressing room dancing. I turned the video on, I turned it so that it was mirroring the mirror, and I was dancing, and I was letting my mom Pooch Belly jiggle, and just everything was jiggling, and I just felt free, and I let it all go, and I said, God, you've got to give me the strength to take care of my body again. I remembered feeling that way, and I remembered putting that videotape on and standing in the dressing room dancing and letting my mom Pooch Belly do all its jiggle, and I just found the video again, and that's why I'm bringing this up, because I'm actually gonna put together a short movie for you guys and just put it out there and let everybody see it, because it's reality. It's what happens when we have children. It's the process, right? So I took the video and I left the dressing room. I didn't find an outfit, completely depressed, whatever. And that day, I decided to start another program. And obviously, I had already gotten the okay from the doctors and everything. It had been about 6, going on 7 months that I had had her, but I still felt gross, and I still had the mom Pooch Belly going on. And so I came home that day and I was like, okay, I'm getting my head right. I know I have to start taking a hold of this again before it gets too far. And I want to make a point, because yes, ladies, yes, you can get rid of the mom Pooch Belly, but it does take time. It doesn't happen overnight. It has to, you have to be eating clean. You can work out and exercise all day long, you guys, but it really, really, really is about what you're eating, okay? So I found the video. I'm gonna share it with you guys, and it's gonna be a little emotional for me because it's a little embarrassing, but I said, you know what, this is the reality. This is what we as women go through. If we have children, we have to go through so many transformations in life, right? And we just have to be patient in the process. So I came home that day and I was like, okay, we're gonna do another program. And that's when I found, or they were releasing the 22-minute hardcore program. And I told Nathan, I said, okay, this is gonna be the program that we're gonna do. It's brand new. Tony Horton, I'm a huge fan of. I've worked out with him live. And thankfully, this new program came out and it was only 22 minutes a day. At that time, because I just had another child, ladies, 4 children, I was like, where am I gonna find the time again to start working out? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, I was frustrated because I had to do this again. I had to go through another transformation, okay? So because it was only 22 minutes, I said, this is gonna be perfect. This is gonna be the one that I can do. I've gotta be able to fit in 22 minutes. So long story short, my husband and I did it. That was last summer. I lost a total of 37 pounds with that program. Only doing it 22 minutes a day, you guys. That was all it was. It was a 9-week program. I won $5,000 for my transformation in that program when I submitted it to Beachbody. I'm gonna show you guys my pictures. This was that transformation. You see, this was my most recent transformation. That is the mom Pooch Belly. No, that's not a baby in there. That is after baby, okay? Look at my belly is like, can you guys see that? If you guys can relate, please put an I in the comments below. Like, this was the mom Pooch Belly I had going on. This was 9 weeks difference. 9 weeks of eating clean, 9 weeks of working out for 22 minutes a day, every day. I believe there was 1 rest day in there, I can't remember now. But that was 9 weeks of that transformation. I submitted and won $5,000, but this was an incredible, incredible program. But I'm sharing this today, you guys, because it was such a transformation for me. It was something that I just had to push for again. And I was like, you know what? Am I really gonna be able to do this again after 4 babies? Am I gonna be able to go through another transformation? And it took a lot of me to just decide that I was gonna do it. But I remembered coming home that day saying, all right, I've got to do it. We've got to go through it again. So we got amazing results with that one. Like I said, this was the mom Pooch Belly after 9 weeks. Got it done. Drop an I in the comments below if any mamas out there can relate. Seriously, it can happen. It can be done. Say hi. Hi. It can be done, you guys, but you've got to trust the process. You've got to trust the process, and you've got to allow yourself the time to heal after having a baby. You can't rush into it because you can damage things, and I'll talk about that in another video. But my point today is I just got off of an interview with Sharon Blackwell, and we were talking about the mom Pooch Belly and how so many moms out there dread this process. After having a baby, you have that Pooch Belly going on. It is so incredibly uncomfortable. So it made me think about that time when I was in the dressing room. Oh, you want another blueberry? When I was in the dressing room, I'm like, I didn't even recognize myself. And it was that moment that I was like, I know there's got to be other moms out there that feel this way, right? So if you are feeling that way, I want to encourage you to start today. Just start eating better. Reach out to me if you need help, because I promise you it can be done, but it does take time. It does take patience, and you have to trust the process, and you have to allow your body to heal after you have that baby, okay? So we do have our next Mom's Body Boot Camp kicking off May 22nd. If you guys register by May 11th, you actually get put into a drawing for the 21-Day Fix Cookbook, which I always give away every single month because it is my Bible. But listen, if you guys want to get into that, please comment on this video or shoot me a private message. I know what it feels like, ladies. I know what it feels like to kind of just be trapped in your body and not recognize yourself. And it's not a good feeling. And what happens when you feel like that is you tend to give less of yourself to your family. You give less of yourself to your husband. You give less of yourself to your children because you don't feel good in your own body. So imagine what it would feel like if you feel amazing, if you have all the energy in the world, if you feel strong, if you feel confident, if you can rock any outfit that you want. Imagine what that feels like. It feels really amazing. And when you feel amazing in your body, it exudes in everything that you do. You're a better mom, you're a better wife, you're a better friend, you're a better sister, you're better overall because you feel good inside, right? So if you want to feel good inside, please reach out to me or just start something. I want you all to feel good because I know what that's like, you guys. I know what that's like to not feel good. It's not a good feeling, right? And especially as a mom, it takes a lot of energy to be happy and be on top of your game every single day. And you can't do that to the best you can, right? You can't do that unless you feel good. It starts with you. It starts with you. When you take the time to take care of yourself, it'll show in everything else you do. Okay? So I want you to find the time today, ladies. If you're hopping on with me live, please comment below and let me know where you're tuning in from. You want more? She's chasing the blueberries. I want you guys to find the time today to take care of yourselves. I want you to stop in all the craziness of mom life that's going on and make yourself a priority, because everything else from there will just fall into place for you. All right, you guys, I love you all. I just had a chat about this today. I will be putting together that video and I'm just gonna put it out there for the world to see because it was a moment that really hit me, and it got brought up again today, so I just thought I'd hop on here and share, see if any other ladies out there could relate to this. But yes, you can get rid of them on Pooch Belly. Yes, it's gonna take time. Yes, you have to be patient. Yes, you kind of have to learn the process. You've got to understand what to eat, how to eat, and how much to eat. You've got to know when to work out, how to work out effectively and carefully, especially after you've just had a child, because you can actually damage your abdominal wall and create other issues as well. So you've got to be careful. Trust the process. All right, you guys? Have an amazing day. I hope all the mamas out there find some time to take care of themselves. Mother's Day is coming up. It is a very special month for all the mommies out there. And my little one down here is smashing blueberries into the carpet, so I have to go. You guys make today amazing, all right? Thanks for hopping on with me today. I love you all. Bye.